Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Bridgerton Season 2. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also the reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. In season 2, we are focusing on Anthony Bridgerton, the oldest of the Bridgerton children. After his mama has been hounding him for I don't know how long, to if you gonna be Lord Bridgerton, you gotta act like it. And that means you need to find you a wife. That is her whole goal in life, is to make sure each and every one of her children are married and having a family. That's what she wants. And when he decides, hey, mama, let me get your ring, because, I'm thinking about getting married, she is happy. So she announces this at the first ball they're at. The Lord Bridgerton is finally ready to get married. And all the ladies turned in unison and just swarmed him. And he is like, I know you did not just do that. And she was like, yes, I did. Now we have the Sharma family. We have Lady Sharma and her two daughters, Kate and Edwina. They are freshly back from India and they are staying with Lady Danbury. Now, Kate Sharma, she would be considered a spinster. She is 26 years old and she is yet to marry. And she is not thinking about being married. She is of the independent nature. She is only here to make sure that her little sister is successfully married. So, as she is off riding a horse by herself, which is a no-no, she runs into Anthony. And he's like, where's your ladies' maid? What you doing out here by yourself? Where's your chaperone? And she basically like, I don't need a chaperone. So they commence to like racing each other on the horse. Now this piques his interest because she is not like the other ladies of the time. They're all whatever he like. The ladies at the time, they are giving what, if y'all remember Coming to America, what is your favorite food? Whatever you like. It's like all the ladies want to please him or any man so they can get married. And she not like that. She a free spirit, like, I'm riding a horse by myself. I don't have no companion. I don't need your help. I'm that girl. So when she comes back to the house and Lady Danbury's like, well, girl, where you been? She's like, oh, I was just strolling about. And Lady Danbury, she like, all right. So Kate, she has already prepared her sister and, what to do in practicing and training and all these things to get a man. And she was like, I'm not here for a husband for myself. I am here for a husband for my little sister. And they go to the ball and they got to go see the queen, and the queen is basically like, it's good that you back, Lady Sharma. It's I just wish you would have said goodbye to your queen when you left. And this is when we find out that Lady Sharma, she comes from a wealthy family, but she fell in love with a commoner, and this commoner he was a widow with a daughter, which is Kate Sharma. And she loved him and she loved Kate. And she's like, I don't care what anybody say. Kate is still my daughter. I mean, I did not give birth to her. We do not share blood, but this is my baby. And I'm going to treat her just like she is my biological child. I see no difference in them. And I was like, I like you, Lady Sharma. But, the people of the time, how dare you marry a commoner? That is wrong. So her mom and daddy they disowned her. But the thing is, now the husband is gone. What we gonna do? Like, hopefully my daughter can, find a husband and live a good life. But like, she already got her ex on her back, because it's like, oh, didn't she run off with a commoner? The scandal. All the mamas at the time, they gossiping. That's what they do. They sit around and gossip about everybody and everything that's going on. Now, Anthony, he is already kind of taking a fancy to Kate, because like, she that girl and she a free spirit. But like, Edwina's like, she looked like a sweet little girl, but Kate overhears Anthony saying some stuff, and she's like, oh, so that's how you feel. I'm gonna make sure my little sister don't like you. Meanwhile, it is Eloise's turn to into society. Eloise, she just want to read her book. She wants to be educated. She don't want to be going to all these balls and all these other things. She just don't like that life. So when she is talking to the queen and she was like, I don't really want to be a diamond, I'm really like I think she said like a ruby or something like that. And the queen was like, huh, that is my favorite jewel too. And Ella was like, oh, okay, girl, yay. But like the queen, she is the queen. She is that lady. And it's like, you get nervous around her because you never know. She hot and she cold. And like, the only person that really be giving it to her like that, but not for real, is Lady Danbury. Lady Danbury, she came up and she was like, is that as low as you can, because you got to kneel before the queen. And she was like, is that as low as you can go? She's like, with these knees, yes. And I'm like, I like Lady Danbury. Lady Danbury, I love her and I love the queen. Like I said in my last review, the queen and these wigs that she be wearing, it always tickles me. And then Brimsley, he is always sitting there just, like, the facial expressions that Brimsley be giving, I be cracking up too, because he look like he can't wait to go gossip about something too. Yeah. So, Anthony is still trying to pursue Edwina, but Kate, she not having it. Not having it at all. It's like the more and more he's trying to get with Edwina, but also, it's like he wants to pursue Edwina, but it's like he is like so enamored with Kate and it's getting him mad. And it's because she challenges him, and he is not used to that. He is used to, the women just fawning over him because he is Lord Bridgerton, or the Viscount Bridgerton. I think it's Viscount. Yeah, he the Viscount Bridgerton. So, therefore, they're like, yeah, you top rank. Now, this is where we're going to pause right here. Before I started watching Bridgerton and stuff, I didn't really know how, like, the rankings in, England works, because I knew king, queen, prince, princess, and I've heard of like the duke, duchess, the earl, the marquess. I've heard of those things, but I thought that, and lord and ladies, I thought that was part of the royal family. I didn't know that certain families were given titles. I just thought they was all royal family. I didn't know that, certain people, was granted titles, and that's how they became lords and ladies and dukes and duchesses and things like that. Back to my review. So, the Charmer family is invited to go to the Bridgerton estate. This is going to make it, a little weird, because as much as Kate can't stand Anthony, she likes him. And as much as Anthony is trying to build a relationship with Edwina, he likes Kate. And it's like, oh, this is going to be so messed up. Because Edwina, she just like the sweetest young lady. And even though Kate, she don't want to like Anthony because of misogyny, she still likes him. And it's like really getting on her nerves. And it's like Lady Bridgerton can see that Anthony likes Kate, but she going to keep her mouth shut. She just going to sit back and observe. That's what we getting from Lady Bridgerton. And Anthony and Kate are out and about, and she gets stung by a bee. And this is when Anthony freaks all the way out. And I was like, what's going on? And this is when we find out, this is how the original Viscount Bridgerton passed away. He was bit by a bee, and he was allergic. And this is the 1800s. Or maybe the late 1700s, because he had been gone for like 15 years. This is the late 1700s. They don't really have all that medical knowledge that we have now. So, you didn't have an EpiPen back then. So, it was like, he got bit by a bee, and next thing you know, he was gone. And a young Anthony was there when this happened. And to make matters worse, Lady Bridgerton was so distraught that she had went into labor a little bit earlier, and she almost died. And it was like, the daddy wasn't even dead, I guess, 30 seconds. So now it was like, Anthony, what are you going to do about your mom? Who do we save, the baby or your mom? He's like, I don't know what to do. I just literally lost my daddy 10 minutes ago. And my mama is going into labor right now, and I'm supposed to make decisions? So he just like, oh snap, she finna die. What are we to do? And it was like, she was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. But you could see the fluster on his face, because he was like, last time somebody got bit, they was up out of here. So now, not bit, stung. Last time I seen somebody get stung by a bee, they was immediately gone. So I'm thinking you're going to be immediately gone. And I don't want that. Meanwhile, Eloise, she is going around and about trying to find out who Lady Whistledown is. She's going this place, she's going this place. She put two and two together and finds out that it is Penelope, her best friend. So that was like, so you Lady Whistledown. So you was the one to put this information out about Marina last year, that she was pregnant. You've been doing all these things up under the sun as Lady Whistledown. Like, how dare you do this? Yeah, I don't know what happened. My screen just messed up. So where was I at? Oh, yeah. Eloise. She upset because, like, girl, you supposed to be my friend, and you was over here just telling all this and this, saying all this stuff about my family. But at the same time, you know, she had to say some stuff about her own family as well, and she had to put it out there that Marina was already pregnant. So Eloise is hot as fish grease. Like, I don't want nothing to do with you no more. And now with the Featheringtons, since the original Lord Featherington, he is no longer here, his heir comes from America. Now, he done came in and just changed everything up. He has Americanized this house. Lady Featherington is not trying to have it because she wants things to go her way, but she's also like, we need money. We can't continuously eating, potato soup. We have not had a new dress in I don't know what in a long time, and the dresses that they be wearing, I don't know what kind of style that is. It's like, it's all orange. Now I love a good orange, but it's like a brighter, like everybody's all citrus colored, and their hair is looking. Well, this is like the 1800s, so it's not like the best styles, but like the way she be dressing them young women, so it's like, what we gonna do? Like, the new Lord Featherington was trying to get with Caliper, which this girl right there, she works my everlasting nerve. She is so mean, especially to Penelope. She was always standing on her dress and like doing things, just being aggy towards her. I'm like, girl, you ain't got nothing else to do. I was like, why are you so mean? But like, we find out why she's so mean, but we're going to get a little bit into that in season 3. Like, we know the reason why she is so mean. I was like, that's probably why you can't get a husband, because you're mean. And people can sense that meanness on you. But anyways, yeah. Eloise finds out that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. So now Anthony has proposed to Edwina. I know this review is all over the place, and I do apologize. They get married, but he is fallen in love with Kate. And it was at the wedding to where Edwina realized, oh, you like my sister. You don't like me. And she didn't take this too well because it's like, bruh. So like now this is going to bring scandal about. It's like, and what's her name? Kate, the only reason she wanted to marry her sister off is because she contacted Lady Sharma's parents and like, hey, if Edwina gets married to a noble person, they will give her an inheritance. That is the only reason she's doing this. Y'all don't care 2 squirts about me. I know that I'm not here for money for me. I'm doing this for my little sister. I want my little sister and my mama to be taken care of. Yeah, don't even worry about me. So she was doing this for her sister. She was looking for a husband for her sister. 1, to have a husband take care of her. And 2, to get back in the good graces with Grandpa Sharma. Nope, that's not their name. Lady Sharma's mom and daddy. That is the only thing that she wanted to do. But like now she has messed up a chance for Edwina because she, against her will and everything she wanted to do, has fallen in love with Anthony. So they did kind of like have sex. So like now he feels like she is defiled. So now we got to be together for real. But the queen is like, you know what? It's okay. Yeah, I'm mad that you did not marry a Bridgerton because Queen Shirley, she loves the Bridgerton family. She does. But she's like, I got a nephew. I was trying to get him married off to Daphne last season, but, that didn't really work out. So why don't you come up here? What, Viscount might count. My nephew is a prince, so do what y'all do. But eventually, Kate and Anthony, they ended up getting married. Now back over at the Featheringtons. The new Lord Featherington had his eyes set on Christopher Cowper, the girl I can't stand. And he was going to make a move on her. But, Lady Featherington was like, we can't have that. So, young daughter, why don't you go off over there to that orange bush tree and get an orange? Then she sends Lord Featherington out there. Scandal. Like, oh my goodness, you was alone with my daughter. Whatever will you do? You have to marry her. Even though this is your cousin and this is creepy, you must marry her because you would ruin her reputation. And the sister was like, yes, my reputation is ruined. You must marry me. Help. Yay. But he's like, you stupid girl, stupid woman. I ain't got no money. Everything I've been doing is fake. I was trying to get with Christopher Cowper so I could bring money into the family. And you done messed that mess up for me now. And she was like, oh, snap. Because he been going around telling everybody he got a little money-making scheme. But he ain't really got no money-making scheme. He been out here lying to the folks. So it was like, dang, what we going to do? How we going to get rid of him? So it was like, we got to set him up for him to take the fall so we can get this off of me. And her, her right-hand woman, the lady in waiting, she was already ready to do the dirt. She done already did that last season when she assigned those notes pretending to be Marina's, her boyfriend. So she ready to, do some things to, to further the career and the happiness of Lady Featherington. So they was able to get him out the way. And we like, poof, be gone. We ain't got nothing to do with you. This man, he was a liar, deceiver, heartbreaker. He tried to take my house and, my horse and buggy. He wanted it all. But that man was not about to right. So what else happened? Yeah, but Queen Charlotte, she had put it upon Eloise to find out Lady Danbury who she is. Because she tired of Lady Danbury gossiping about her. Like, even though everything she was saying was true, how dare you come at me? I am the queen. Have you not seen these wigs that I've been wearing? But side note, I want to know who would have been the person that was making these wigs. Like, not for the show, but like in Queen Charlotte's world, who was making these wigs? Because these wigs was so, it was just, I'll put some pictures in here. The wigs, they were just wigging. They were all kind of, and she never just came with just a simple just wig with curl. If it had some curls in it, you better believe it had a man sword fighting in it. There was a lady doing ballet. There was actual butterflies and birds coming up out of it. Like, all her wigs was doing extra because she is extra. But she act like she ain't extra, but she also acts like she's extra, if that makes sense. So, yeah, Eloise, she was, that was her season to get married, but Eloise was trying to do everything but get married, and it seems like she is happy with that, and she ain't trying to get married, because, like, I don't want to get married, I want to be educated, I want to see the world, I want to do things, and being married is not one of them. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.